Escalating conflict across Middle East has precipitated yet another humanitarian crisis. The ongoing conflict, which began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas forces attacked Israeli farming communities, has expanded into Lebanon. With no lead-up to the ongoing Israeli-Lebanon conflict, the UN Human Rights Office on Tuesday called for an independent probe into an Israeli airstrike that hit an apartment block in northern Lebanon a day earlier that left a reported 22 dead. Sashim Cham reports.
The current wave of violence began on October 7, 2023, when Hamas forces attacked Israel from Gaza, which resulted to the death of over 100,000 people and over 200,000 hostages. Israeli forces responded immediately, and fighting in Gaza continues to date. While the war in Gaza has received ample news coverages, Israel has also been engaged in a conflict with Hezbollah as its northern border with Lebanon. Several key events have taken place and have led to the escalated situation. Israel has gone on the offensive after almost a year of cross-border hostilities sparked by the war in Gaza, saying it wants to ensure the safe return of residents of border areas who have been displaced by Hezbollah attacks. While commenting on the prevailing situation, the spokesperson for the Office of High Commissioner for Human Rights highlighted that the recent killing of 22 people, who were women and children, have caused by the collapsing of a residential building that was struck.
What we're hearing is that amongst the 22 people who were killed were 12 women and 2 children. We understand it was a 4-story residential building that was struck. With these factors in mind, we have real concerns with respect to IHL, so the laws of war and principles of distinction, precaution and proportionality. In this case, our office call for a prompt, independent and thorough investigation into this incident.
Inside. Since the Israeli military escalated its offensive against Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon last month, whose deadly rocket attacks at Israel have not stopped, the United Nations refugee agencies reported that the death toll in Lebanon is now more than 2,200 since the outbreak of the war in Gaza in October 2023. That number continues to climb as the situation becomes dramatic, said Yahya Jammeh, the United Nations HCR Director for the Middle East.
The death toll in Lebanon continues to climb as the situation becomes more dramatic, and we see continued Israeli airstrikes and people on the move seeking shelter and safety. Over 2,000 people, over 2,200 rather, have now been killed by Israeli airstrikes, and we have over 10,000 people who have been injured as a result of the conflict.
Over 10,000 people have also been injured amid Israel's airstrikes and Israel expulsion orders that have left more than 25% of the country under a direct Israeli military evacuation order. An Israeli airstrike destroyed on Wednesday the municipal headquarters in Nabita, a major town in South Lebanon, killing the mayor and at least 5 others as they met to coordinate aid for those suffering from war. The attack raised fears that Israel's expanding air campaign, designed to crush Iran-backed Hezbollah, could increasingly include public officials and buildings, which so far have been spared. Reporting for African News, I'm Sashim Cham.